We're back with another episode of the Tailgate Talent Show. Today, we are in the beautiful beach town of Port Elgin, I think it's called, or Saugeen Shores, a little of both, something else. We're gonna have to get to the bottom of that question today, but first, we've got a ton of talent to get to, including musicians, a dancer, and apparently the best comedian here today. We'll see about that. Either way, grab yourself a chair, sit in that chair, and get comfy because it is Tailgate Talent Show time, baby. Let's go. Welcome to the Tailgate Talent Show. I'm Kyle Bergstresser, and today we are in beautiful Port Elgin, Ontario, to see if they have what it takes to step up and show off. They're all trying to move on for a spot in our finals today where they can get a chance at $1,000 and professional production services for whatever their talent might be. Now, I've been saying Port Elgin a lot. We're coming for you, Port Elgin. Welcome to Port Elgin. But here's the thing, technically, Port Elgin doesn't exist. Ooh, spooky, I know. It's not a ghost thing. It's really just that the government has decided that this whole area is known as Saugeen Shores. But the people of Port Elgin, they're like, no, it's not. Which honestly, I love. I think that's so punk rock. I'm into it. And I agree. Port Elgin's a pretty cool name. Saugeen Shores, it maybe is just me. It kind of sounds like soggy shorts, right? That's not great. I get that it's like a beach town, but that is not the best way to say it. Whatever this place is called, though, we wanted to know a little bit more about it, so we went out and met some of the people that live here, because they know best. Let's check that out. Hey, Mike.
Hey, are you Kyle?
I'm Kyle.
Welcome to Port Elgin.
Thank you. You're going to show me around, right?
Yeah, I'm going to show you some spots.
Okay.
We're going to drive in this beautiful F-150 here. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I want the local experience.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is the main street, which is quite ironic. It's called Goderich Street. Like, why they wouldn't have called it Main Street?
Yeah.
Or Port Elgin Street or Elgin Street?
So the main street is named after the last town we were in.
Yeah, exactly. And it leads to the last town you were in.
Yes. But it also leads to Southampton?
Yes.
Which is kind of this town's hyphenated name, or it was?
It used to be.
Okay.
Yes. In 1998, somebody decided, said, we're going to call this whole area Saugeen Shores.
So just all of these towns around, they're like, you're all one town now.
Just the two towns, not all
just
of
the
the
two,
towns.
just Southampton and Port Elgin.
Port Elgin, yes.
You had to pick between Port Elgin and Saugeen Shores. What are you going with name-wise? What do you like better?
Port Elgin makes you feel a little more up northy. I would have to go with Port Elgin because this was one of it's a port town, you know, it's located on a port. It kind of is self-descriptive.
I prefer Port Elgin.
Me too.
Yeah.
Boy, Saugeen Shores, 0. We're not getting any votes for Saugeen Shores.
No, oh well. I mean, I call it Saugeen Shores.
You do?
Sometimes when I'm referring to like the general area.
Sog.
The Sog. Oh, actually.
Soggy town?
I played soccer in the city this one time and they referred to me as like being from the Geen.
The Geen?
The Geen.
That's gross. I don't like that.
I know. They were like,
that sounds like a foot fungus. I wore runners without socks and now I got the Geen. It's pretty serious. If Saugeen Shores or Port Elgin, what do you prefer? Suck your thumb if you like Port Elgin better. Oh, there we go. That's another vote. I'm not the only one that's confused about that, right? There's got to be a lot of people that have trouble. Like, what do you call it?
Yeah, we call it, the people that are here, they'll just say, are you in Port or South?
So if I want to appear like a local, I got to start using those? Port?
Maybe, I guess. Like most people be like, oh, I gotta head to South today. Or if you're from South, you might be like, oh, I gotta head to Port today.
And that's like a gang thing?
It's
They're like sizing each other up? Like, can we hang out? Are we cool?
A little bit. Yeah, there's a
wow.
little bit of a rivalry between the two towns.
Really?
People say, oh, are you from Port Elgin or Southampton? And then they'll be like, oh, you're from Port Elgin. Oh, you're from Southampton. You know,
and then that's when the fighting starts.
Yes,
and that's when
exactly.
If you swing first, I will swing back.
You hear that, Southampton? That's great.
What am I doing?
You're doing good TV is what you're doing.
Great.
The people are very friendly here. That's one of the things that attracted me to moving here in the first place.
If you're on their good side, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is what excited me when I was a kid. Driving onto this and seeing this beautiful view here and this amazing beach.
That's
So
fun.
anyway, this is
we're right here
this
at the
is the beach. Yep. You can see it's pretty busy. It's summertime, so you can come down and get an ice cream and walk along the shore.
So where are you in one of these type of places? Are you off in the wilderness? Did you go buy your old childhood cabin, or?
That's interesting you'd say that, because I did.
Get out of here.
Yeah. I was looking for property up here, and then 2 weeks later she said, hey, look at this place. I said, no way, that's the place that my family used to rent when I was a kid.
No way.
And we bought it, and now we live in it. And it's just up here on the right.
You're living the life, Mike. You're really making me question how I have done things in my own life.
Yeah, it's still quite affordable up here too, which is nice.
Well, if I don't show up for episode 5, you guys know what happened. I bought a cabin up here and I'm living the Mike life. Have you thought about moving here? Because I've been pushing towards that ever since I got here.
Well, you know, we talk about it every year in the summer, and
I know, hey?
you know, the lake, it's a big draw.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like an escape. Then reality comes back in and you're like, we gotta go home.
Exactly, exactly.
Is it just the worst or what? Ooh, there's a trolley coming
Yeah,
up.
this is a famous trolley as well. This
Okay.
runs between the two towns.
Get out of here.
So there's no discrimination between whether you live in Port Elgin or whether you live in Southampton or whether you're a tourist.
The trolley is a safe space for where the
It's a
fight
safe-
stops.
That's right. It's,
Yeah.
it's almost like the Switzerland
Yes.
of the area.
It's a neutral zone, the trolley. It's
And this restaurant here, this is an amazing little restaurant. It's like walking back into the 70s.
Oh yeah?
Did you want to stop and eat something? Or?
Yeah, this place sounds good. I think this is where we want to go. What's it called here?
Yeah, it's called the Harbor Light Restaurant.
Yeah.
You're going to love it.
Good. I'm into it. Let's do it.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's great.
great.
It's like a time machine in here. It's
It
like
is.
frozen. Okay, what do you recommend?
I think I would recommend the foot-long hot dog.
Oh yeah, look
We're
at
right in
that.
the marina here.
Bargain-wise, that's the one
And
that
maybe
makes the
some
most sense.
fries
Okay.
with some vinegar on top.
No.
Oh, you don't like vinegar?
Well, you're gonna have
Okay.
to get one without.
You know, the ketchup has vinegar in it.
It's different. It's also got other things. No. Don't tell me what I like. I know what I like. I think what we're gonna do is 1, 2, 3, 4 foot-long hot dogs. You know what? Let's split. We're gonna split 2 orders of fries too, and no vinegar on any of them. Yeah, thanks for that. That was really good.
Yeah.
That was good. But what I was saying about, like, that's why you don't need the vinegar, because they come salted already. You can add salt, and I just think, and there's a moisture thing too with it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Look, I'd love to stay here and talk
Yeah,
all day
yeah.
about this, but I really have to
Me
get
too.
back to work, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh.
So I guess we'll, see you later.
How do,
You saw the trolley, right?
yeah?
Yeah, you can use the trolley. Okay? See you later.
Okay. I'll email you about some food stuff, some fry stuff. Okay, the trolley? Okay. Yeah. No, it's a beautiful town. Mike was really cool. He puts vinegar on his fries. Is that, am I crazy or right? Yeah, because then they're all wet. Like, what do you think that's like a beach town thing? No, I'm just waiting for the trolley. It's, I guess that's how I gotta get home. Mike's like, he seems super busy. I don't know. Sorry, hold on, it's really loud here. No, I don't know. I'm trying to get back to the church. I'm trying to, oh, sorry. Oh, shoot. Okay, so we're here with our, I'm gonna call you celebrity guest judges. Is that okay?
Sure.
You're into that?
Okay.
Yes. You're accepting it quickly. I like that. It took you a second and now you're into it. So have you judged any kind of a talent show before?
Yes, I have, yes.
Yeah. How about yourself, John?
I have not.
You have not. Okay.
No.
So I want to start with you. What are you looking for specifically?
I'm looking for entertainment value.
Anything that you would want to watch on your own time?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Exactly.
Cool. What about
Exactly.
yourself, Kim?
Definitely looking for, when a person entertains, you want to make sure that you're making the audience feel really comfortable,
Yes.
right? To me, that's really important. You can have great talent, but you want to make sure you're also a great performer.
Yes. As in, we want to have confidence in them, so we're not
Correct.
worried.
That's
Gotcha.
right. You're not feeling nervous for them. You want
Uh-huh.
to feel very confident while you're watching them perform.
You're doing that for me right now. Yeah, all of a sudden I'm so at ease. That's perfect.
That's excellent.
Now, this has become a bit of a tradition on the show.
Okay.
We want to make sure the performers feel like there's kind of some justice in this system. So, I mean, if you're judging their talent, you have to have some on your own, right? That's only fair. I'm sensing some hesitance.
I'm a little nervous.
Well, no, I wouldn't worry about it, because what we've done is we've gone out and we've gotten the best musical instruments that Dollarama had to offer.
Excellent.
And so we want you guys to you both have a musical background, and we want to see just a little bit of what that gets you. So I'm going to hand you the harmonica, and I know that you're a flautist, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, this is the Dollarama version of
Excellent.
of a flute.
This is
Excellent.
a frightening little instrument.
Yeah. Do you want to go second, maybe? Do you need a second? Or
Well,
do you want to close out the show, or do you want to open?
No, I should open. It should be a band.
Yeah?
Or a
All right.
crash.
Oh,
Open us up with a bang or
Okay.
a crash, whichever it ends up being.
That's
Hey!
excellent, John.
Hey! What are you going to do, you know?
There's a reason this is from the less expensive store.
Yeah, yeah. You usually play a better Cars 2 harmonica?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Paint job is generally better.
All right, Kim, let's see what
Okay.
you got.
All right, here we go.
Ah,
How's that?
that's an old standard, hey? Yes, there we
Yeah,
go.
well, yeah.
There you go.
We got the rights on that? Can we air that?
Yes, you
I
can.
hope so. Okay, that's great. I mean, I think you're qualified at this point. And even if you're not, we don't have time to get new judges. So you got the job.
Excellent.
Congratulations.
Thanks
All right,
a
we'll get
lot.
you back in your spots, and we'll start rolling through.
All right.
Okay,
Thanks,
thanks,
Kyle.
guys. Coming up after the break, we meet a musician whose last name I cannot say. We debate which national anthem is better, and a young dancer shows us her fancy footwork.
Norfolk County, Ontario's Garden, is a proud sponsor of Eastlink Community TV. Talented people grow here. Savor the flavors of Elgin County, a proud supporter of the Tailgate Talent Show. Greater Sudbury is a proud sponsor of Eastlink Community TV.
So I'm Ben Vecchies. I'm a singer-songwriter from Port Elgin, Ontario. So I want to be in the Tailgate Talent Show to get a little bit more exposure and get my name out there. And I just enjoy playing music for people and seeing people's faces, and when they enjoy listening to your own music and stuff that you've wrote yourself is really, it feels really good to have people listen to your music and enjoy listening to it. So if I won the grand prize of $1,000, I'd definitely put that money towards recording an EP or album that I've been working on for the last year or so.
Call me up on my telephone. You're asking if I'm all alone. But baby, you know me too well. Just slide on over, we can raise a little hell. Come on, baby. Come on, my dear. 'Cause I wonder, yeah, about you, baby. I wonder all the time. I wonder, darling, where you are. I wonder if you're off chasing stars. Come on, baby. Come on, my dear. Yeah. Come on, my dear. 'Cause I wonder, yeah, baby.
Whoa, Ben Vecchies, everybody. Wow, man. You call yourself a folk musician, folk singer-songwriter?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I got a first thing, very clear vibe. You know your vibe, you dress it, your music. Was that the kind of music that just came to you naturally?
Yeah. Kind of like Jack Johnson kind of style.
Exactly, yeah. No, it really shows. And you're playing full-time now, is that right?
Yeah, I've been playing full-time for the last few months now. So,
Wow, okay, yeah. Yeah, a lot of confidence up here. That's great. Let's see what the judges thought. Kim, how about we'll start with you this time around.
That is exactly what I wrote down, Jack Johnson. It sounded great. I really liked it.
Thank you.
I liked it. It had a really nice, smooth sound. That's what I really liked about it. If there's one thing I could probably just talk about is the end of your phrases. So in the end of every line that you sing, if you could just finish it off a little bit more, I think that would be really nice. But we kind of lose you in a little diction loss and just a little bit of the ends of phrases. But I thought it has a really great smooth sound, a great vibe. Jack Johnson for sure, I can see that's coming through.
Thank you very much, yeah.
But I liked it, and I felt comfortable and fun listening to you perform as well. You drew me in really quickly, and I really liked it.
Awesome, thank you very much.
John?
Ben, great job, man.
Yeah.
And you made a big step going full time, as you found out. Again, original tune, great confidence. You immediately connected with the audience here. So good job on that. The only thing, even when, just to go along with what Kim said, the diction and the end of phrases, make sure you finish. Because it's the tick at the end of the phrase that'll grab them. But great job.
All right, thank you very much.
Nice voice.
Really
Thank you. Felt pretty good. Got some good feedback from the judges there. Felt like a good audition.
My name is Helen Holt, and I am singing today. And I love to sing. It just makes me very happy. I've been doing it probably since I was little. My grandmother had me in choir, and so it's just something I love.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Woo! Helen Holt, everybody. The American National Anthem.
Thanks.
I love
Sorry,
that.
Canada.
That's okay. Now, why did you go with that over Canada? Is it because there's more oomph to it?
I just love it. I sing it on the weekends at our full throttle track in Varney and before the stock car races. And
Oh, I guess they would be doing both anthems, right?
Yeah, because we do have some Americans that do come up.
So is it fair to say you like Canada maybe better as a country, but pure musically wise, maybe their
It's
anthem?
American. Yeah.
Ooh, let's hope that doesn't hurt you with our Canadian judges. They'll try their best to be impartial. Let's see what they thought.
Helen, fantastic job. Not what I quite expected at a talent show.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I had a couple other ones, but due to I couldn't use them, so.
Copyright laws.
No, you did a great job. You obviously enjoy singing. You've been doing it a while.
I have.
And the U.S. National Anthem has got a huge range that you have to cover. You did a great job doing that.
Thank you.
Good diction. The only thing I would suggest is when you're singing, breathe more.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because you take little snapshots here and there, and it's difficult to get rid of the little nerves that are happening.
Okay.
And it helps with the tone as well. But great job.
Thank you.
I bet the 4 cameras had a little to do with that maybe too, you know?
Just a little.
It's a little less
Just a
natural.
little.
How about yourself? What do you think?
Yeah, I wrote down interesting choice too. Interesting choice in song. Now, "O Canada" is a really hard anthem to sing as well. So
It is.
Here's what I would suggest. I thought you did a great job, but I'd really think about your pitch. And I'm going to follow the same thing as John is saying too. When you're singing on that higher range, make sure you're really using your abdomen to support that sound, and then that way you won't falter a little bit in the pitch.
Okay.
That was the only thing that I heard. And you know, it is tough when you're singing with a mic to make sure that you do back off a little bit when you're singing those bigger, stronger vocal parts, is to make sure that it all flows, you know, all the same with a really nice sound to each pitch and each tone that you're singing. But I would really, really think about your pitch when you're singing. Make sure you've got great support all through all of those tones.
Okay, thank you so much.
It's tremendous, though. That was great. Helen Holt, everybody, put your hands together.
It felt pretty good. It wasn't the first choice that I had for a song, but it's one that I know really well. Well, it's nice to have somebody be able to tell you ways to improve. It's always a benefit.
So Jorja Shannon is coming up next. We're here with her mother and instructor, Stephanie and Mary. How are you guys feeling right now?
Great.
No nerves?
Excited.
Good. Yeah? Do you, if you had any kind of last-second encouragement that you wanted to give her, is there anything you'd say?
Be natural. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just be yourself.
Yeah. How long has she been dancing? Is that probably going to be pretty easy for her to?
She's been dancing since she was 3 years old.
So it'll come pretty naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. And you've been instructing her for how long?
I've been instructing her since day one, I would say. She's been loyal, stayed with our academy here, Celtic Academy Canada.
Yeah.
She was in one of our first classes here in Port Elgin at the Plex in a little small boardroom way back 7 years ago, and transitioned for about 5 years as a recreational dancer, initially just fitness and fun, and never felt any pressure. And about a year and a half ago, she was ready to go join the competitive circuit, and her mother said, what can we do? And I said, let's bring her over to the competitive side, and she's just been rising steadily.
Wow. So it's not recreational for her anymore.
No,
now it's business.
She's a competitive student now.
Well, let's see what some of that serious business looks like. Jorja Shannon, everybody. All right. Jorja Shannon, everybody here. I'm going to bring you this microphone. I'll get you to talk into there. So, how are you feeling, first off? Tired?
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a few breaths and then you can answer. That answers the question already. So, you've been dancing competitively for 2 years now, around?
This is my second.
Your second year dancing competitively?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you like it? Do you like the competitive part of things?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's great. You seem to. It seemed to be very fun. Have you ever danced on a rug on grass before?
Yeah.
Oh, you have? Okay. All right. So you came into this prepared. That's great. Let's see what our judges thought.
Jorja, beautiful, beautiful demonstration. It must be difficult. I was just thinking, very difficult to dance on grass that's lumpy like that. Intricate footwork. Beautiful smile throughout the entire demonstration, and thanks very much for coming.
Great. What about yourself?
I thought you did a terrific job. It was really beautiful. And you know what I loved is that it looked like you love to dance. Do you love to dance? It sure looked like it. You did a really wonderful job, Jorja. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Great work. Jorja Shannon, everybody. Put your hands together. Great job.
I think it went pretty good. I think they said enough, but there's still some things that I need to work on.
After the break, I try the second best fish and chips in all of Canada. Someone plays a teeny tiny guitar, and we witness a boatload of dad jokes. It's good. There really is something about that style of joke. Kim's a great example. She's covering her face right now.
Norfolk County, Ontario's Garden, is a proud sponsor of Eastlink Community TV. Talented people grow here. Savor the flavors of Elgin County, a proud supporter of the Tailgate Talent Show. Greater Sudbury is a proud sponsor of Eastlink Community TV.
We're back with the Tailgate Talent Show. After missing the trolley and having to walk across town, I was finally at Lord Elgin Fish and Chips, a famous Port Elgin eatery, which was great because I was ready to eat again. So, Mike, we're here in, this is your place, correct?
Yes, it
Your
is,
Fish
yes.
and Chips restaurant, Lord Elgin Fish and Chips, named after the town, I guess?
That's correct. yes.
Gotcha. And so this has been kind of running in your family for a while, right?
Yeah, that's right. My parents opened Lord Elgin's in Port Elgin in 1980 using my grandfather's recipe that he came up with in the 1950s.
And this location for a while was, am I remembering right, that's the second best fish and chips in Canada?
That's right. In 2013, Canadian Living magazine did a poll, and we came up as second best fish and chips in Canada.
Okay.
The only place in Ontario to rank.
Really? See, look at that. Okay. And that's a point of pride, right?
That's right,
Obviously.
yes.
So now recently you were named the first best, was that in Ontario or in Canada?
That was in Ontario, yeah.
So would I be able to see kind of how it's done? I know you can't give me the whole family recipe.
Obviously, there's certain secrets we can't share, but we can show you quite a bit of it.
All right, let's head this way to the kitchen?
Just to the kitchen.
All right. Okay, so we're starting with hair nets.
That's right.
The safety first. It's do you recommend over the ear or you're obviously doing that?
I go above the ears. It doesn't look quite as funny.
Oh, okay. All right. I feel like you're trying to tell me something there. So this is what is this? What kind of fish is this?
This is halibut.
Hey, watch your language.
We get this from straight from Vancouver. We buy the whole fish in, and then we cut it here.
Okay. Well, we're gonna start. Okay, hold on. Before we start, I grabbed an extra hairnet. When you got a mustache like this, because it's a hair issue, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you say that this is maybe something I should?
That's fantastic.
Because you know what, the eyebrows too, right? I guess we might as well.
Yeah,
Safety
perfect.
first, right?
Yeah,
Safety first, kids, okay?
So you want to take it and drag it through the batter.
Yes.
Just like that. So you
Okay.
get batter on the whole fish.
Uh-huh. What is that? Are there ice cubes in there? That's ice cubes, hey?
Yeah, there are some ice cubes in there to keep the batter nice and cold. If you don't keep the batter cold, you're going to get a thick, doughy batter.
Gotcha. Oh, and then you kind of set it out to sea there, hey?
That's right.
Okay, so I want to dunk it in here.
Yeah.
Try my own technique. I'm going to do one of these. Yeah, and then I'm going to do some of this. Really cover it, and I think you're going to find that this one is probably going to taste better. Ugh, I'm making a real mess of this. Okay, and then I just put it in the boiling oil. And is that good, sir?
Yeah.
And I just set it out to sea.
There you go.
You're free. Do you think about getting tongs for this part, or it's just not the same?
I don't think you could do it.
There's got to be danger in the recipe.
That's right.
Ice cubes, danger,
and love.
And love. Oh, wow. Okay, you just learned the recipe for Lord Elgin Fish and Chips. Okay.
So, let's test this.
You know what? I'll go ahead and test it. Yeah, Mike, I think that one's done.
Okay.
Yeah, that one feels ready. So what you can go ahead and do is, what do you do?
You want to drain it like
Yeah,
that?
what you can go ahead and do is maybe drain it a little bit.
So we're
Okay.
going to toss it in here.
Yeah, Mike, I'm thinking you should throw it in there.
All right. Good plan. Fries, you want to shake the oil off.
Okay.
You can hear the crispiness.
Yes, I can. Okay. All right. Okay, like you get it though, right? Like it's a thing where it's like that makes sense on fries, but this is like, it's a moisture, because the texture is so important. It's like, why don't you dip them in water at that point? Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, you understand. Okay, let's try this. It's, oh. It's good. It's pretty good. A little too much hair in it, but it's not bad, yeah. Mike, you nailed it. We nailed it.
My name's Skylar. I'm from Goderich, Ontario, and I'm a singer-songwriter. I've been playing and singing since I was probably 7-ish, but I've been doing it more seriously, I'd say, in the past 3 years or so. I'm going to be playing one of my original songs that I just released on Spotify and Apple Music and all that. It's called Only One I See.
Your eyes like stars shining in the dark of midnight. I've been searching for you. My heart's in your hands. I never would have seen it coming. I've been searching for you. Your arms reached out, and I've fallen to my knees. When daylight's calling, you're the only one I see. Ooh, you're the only one I see. 'Cause you're the only one I see. You're the only one I see.
Skylar, Shelly, everybody. That was great.
Thank you.
Was that an original?
It was.
It was a Skylar Shelly original.
Skylark, if you're going with the stage name.
Ooh, Skylar. What inspired that?
Just adding a K to my name.
Oh, wow.
Creative,
you-
right? Also, it's a bird. I figured I could use some imagery of a bird, you know.
Go with that
Yeah,
answer next
yeah.
time. I think that's a better answer. So you actually have gone to school for music, right?
I have, yeah. I just graduated from Fanshawe in music industry arts.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you feel like any of that came into play here? Were you?
Oh, definitely. Like
More
it gave me a ton of performance opportunities and stuff
Definitely.
like this, shows and whatnot, pretty much every day of the week. So it was a good introduction. So.
Oh great.
Yeah.
Let's see what the judges thought. Let's see if that came through. John, go ahead.
Skylar, thank you very much. Beautiful original chart.
Thank you.
You look like you're working hard, you're having a great time, but I didn't feel any audience contact. You're
yeah.
kind of in your own little circle,
Sure.
which is fine.
Right.
You're probably more comfortable there, and all the cameras and the microphones and the wind, but great job. Just keep working at what you're doing.
Cool. Thank you.
Awesome.
Kim?
Here's what I liked. I liked that it started softly and then you built up towards the end, and I liked that. So there was a nice little mix there. It wasn't all the same, sounding all the same.
Right.
But here's one thing I want you to really think about is, why don't you videotape yourself when you sing?
Right.
So try not to close your eyes so much when you're singing, because how it comes across to the audience is that it looks kind of painful.
Right.
And you're singing such a lovely, beautiful original song that I want to feel relaxed while I'm watching you sing that song.
Right.
Not looking that it's very insular. So think about that. And the last thing I want to talk to you about is be careful it doesn't get trapped up in your throat, that we're not hearing a nice, full, beautiful tone in your voice, which I think it's in there, because it was lovely. I thought you did a great job, but just think about those things and videotape yourself.
For sure. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Some of the toughest judging we've come into so far. They're taking everyone to task, but that's great. Okay, Skylar Shelly, everybody. Skylark Shelly. There we go. Good job.
I feel pretty good about it. It was, I think it was very constructive. I like that they gave honest feedback and points to improve on. So it's always what I'm looking for. I think a bit nerve-wracking with 5 cameras or so pointed, but hey, going with it.
Okay, we're about halfway through I'm just checking in with you guys, seeing how you're feeling. I brought it up before. You guys are, you're letting the people know. You know, if you have some notes, you're not afraid to tell them.
People should know. It should be done nicely, of course, but they should know.
Yeah.
They're trying hard.
It's nicer in the long run, right?
Yeah, I think it's good to offer some constructive criticism, and then they know they can always better themselves in certain ways, and I think that's the best way to approach it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I try to be a little nicer, but that's why I have my job in computers, right? Do you guys?
One-time shot, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Now, no names, but do you guys have kind of an idea so far, or is it a bit of a tough task on your hands?
I would say I think it's been tough.
Yeah.
I think it's been tough because it's been so diverse. Each one has been really different that we've seen so far, and it takes a lot of courage to get up there and do that. So I think once we hear everybody, then we'll have a better sense of where we're at. I don't know, John, what do you think? Yeah,
Totally. I mean, Kyle does it every day, so he's a natural.
That's right, that's right. Yeah, we're just
for people
flying by the seat of our pants here.
Well, you look like you're more comfortable than anyone. It's don't worry. Okay, well, so we got about another half to go, and then you got to narrow it down to 2. So good luck.
I think we can do that, depending on who shows.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be tough, but yeah.
I think you can do it too.
We will.
Let's see who else we got.
I'm Chris Gross, and I do stand-up comedy, mostly one-liners. And what sets me apart from other stand-up comedians is that I do punchlines that are idioms and puns, mostly. I started performing in high school, doing plays. I knew I had an act for the camera. It wasn't until 2002 that I actually started to get a little serious. I got 2 little girls at home, a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old, so looking forward to making them proud.
I used to be a film and TV actor, and now I'm a custodian. You could say my career went in the toilet. I recently purchased stocks in a small airline company. So far, they're taking off. The other day, I was in the car with my daughter, and she asked if we were outside or inside. I didn't know the answer. I'm not used to having a beard, but it's slowly growing on me. A buddy of mine was an elevator repairman, but he ended up quitting because there was no room to move up in the company. All he wanted was a raise. After doing laundry for 5 straight hours yesterday, I finally decided to toss in the towel. If I was in prison and my cellmate asked me if I wanted to escape, I think I'd be on the fence about it. Thank you.
Oh, man. Oh, man. The dad jokes of Christopher Gross, everybody. Now, are you a father, or do dad jokes just come naturally to you?
I have 2 girls. I have a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old. Yep.
And is that when it started? That you had the first kid and these just started flowing out of you?
Yeah, they're all pretty recent.
Yeah?
Within the last year, I came up with them, so.
Yeah. It's good. There really is something about that style of joke. Kim's a great example. She's covering her face right now. It makes you go, I don't like that, and then you start laughing. It's like putting a magic spell on people a little bit.
I hope so.
Yeah, right? Well, let's see. Kim, okay, so we can't go to Kim yet. We got to go to John because she's still pulling herself together. John, what'd you think of that?
Chris, that was good. To be honest, we didn't know what to expect. I saw you sunning earlier, and I thought, okay, he's pretty relaxed. He's got this all figured out. Without a doubt, you're the best comedian here today.
Okay.
So.
Wow, all right.
Nice delivery, man.
Thank you.
Nice delivery.
Me?
Yeah, are you ready? Do you need a second?
Oh, gosh. It was interesting. That was interesting. It was, I don't really know what to say. It did make me laugh. That's good, right? It's supposed to make me laugh. So that was good.
You weren't sure.
I wasn't sure. Oh, Christopher, you have a day job, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. All right. Just checking on that. I thought it made me laugh.
Good.
Yeah. That was great.
She truly can. She truly can. You can't critique that. You're laughing too hard to be allowed to critique that. I mean, that settles it. There you go. Christopher Gross, everybody. Yeah. Put your hands together.
I think it went good. You know, the first joke didn't hit, but I just kept on going. And eventually I think I got him. So yeah, it was very positive feedback, nothing negative. You could tell that it was different for them, and I'm glad that I can bring something different to the comedy, world and community.
Coming up after the break, I discover vegan cheese exists?
Except for the cheese, right? The cheese doesn't...
A guy named Marty joins the tailgate party, and we reveal our 2 finalists.
It's since been airlifted back, and in this case, I have the result.
Norfolk County, Ontario's Garden, is a proud sponsor of Eastlink Community TV. Talented people grow here. Savor the flavors of Elgin County, a proud supporter of the Tailgate Talent Show. Greater Sudbury is a proud sponsor of Eastlink Community TV.
Here you go, Kyle.
Thank you. Okay, I got some vegan food here that Doris has just handed me. Doris and Olivia here with pea pod. So there's not any meat in any of this.
No.
Except for the cheese, right? The cheese doesn't, and this is all just like a salad, the chips?
Everything's
These are
vegan.
not jerky chips, all right. How is this town receiving that? You know, some people kind of push back against the vegan thing. How's that been going for you?
We've been open for 3.5 years.
Yeah.
And everybody loves our food, so
Wow.
it's going really well.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming by here today. This is great. So what am I looking at? I got a burger. What kind of salads do I have
We've
on
got
here?
2 of our staple salads,
Yeah.
the chickpea and the Mexican black bean.
So now I'm thinking of eating those with the chips. That's an option?
Absolutely. That's
Okay.
the best way to do it.
That's the best way to do it, right? It's just like a couple weird kinds of salsa. What's your background? Do you have a food service background, or was it just that you were a vegan and you kind of wanted to spread that to the community?
No, I grew up in that industry.
Okay, in the food industry.
In the hospitality industry,
Gotcha.
basically. I used to live in a hotel as a kid. We always went into the kitchen to grab our food.
Oh, wow.
So I've kind of been surrounded by it my whole life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that sounds like something I want to ask more about. You lived in a hotel.
I did.
Big question, was there a pool?
Absolutely, that's where I learned how to swim.
That's the dream. So have you done any lifeguarding too, or it's all been food?
No, I'm terrified of drowning, so
Oh,
I
gotcha.
don't do the swimming thing.
Okay, so those were your 2 choices, the swimming route or the cooking route, and you went cooking. Oh, well, that's good. I think that's a good... Here, let me try some of this, by the way. That was really good. This is actually my first bite. I'm not just doing a TV thing. That's really good. That's very good. And Olivia, how long have you been working there?
I've been working for 2 years now. Yeah.
2 years,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
And when did you guys start looking exactly the same? Was that right at the start, or was that a slow process?
The very beginning.
That's why I hired her.
Yeah.
There you go, very much thing to like. We're gonna throw it over to our next performer.
My name is Marty OBlak. I'm a singer-songwriter from Sudbury, Ontario. When I was a little kid, my dad played guitar, and I just kind of always wanted to be like my dad and play guitar, so that's kind of how I got into it. My main motivation for entering the Tailgate Talent Show is to just, showcase what I love to do and what I feel like I was born to do. So.
My mother always said it's better to be alive, living out your life, than being dead. She said, always be a man who lives with character, and always be good to her, 'cause 'cause you only got one. I'm not the youngest child, I'm somewhere in between, but I can make my mother smile when I tell her of my dreams. She said, son, it will take a while, but you figure out everything. Be a man with no regrets and always live your dreams.
That was great. That was really fun. I loved it. Thanks. And I wrote down, I love that gruff kind of growly sound. I really liked it. I thought it was neat. And I thought it was sort of a little bit like I love country, so I thought it was a bit like a Brothers Osborne or a George Ezra kind of vibe you've got going in your style and your sound. Here's what I loved. I loved all the different build-ups that you had. That there was a huge change all the time in the style that you were playing, where you went down and you really pulled us in with that softer, great sound, and then just let it rip with the guitar, which I loved. I thought you had some great guitar playing. Anyway, I thought you were great. I really, really loved it. Well done.
Yeah, thank you very much.
John, what do you think?
Marty, you've been in the biz, man. You can tell.
Okay, thanks.
I was a little nervous when you got started, all the electronic contraptions going on there. But really original. You exude confidence. It's great. I love your voice as well. And again, as to echo what Kim has said, you covered the entire gamut, right from low and talking about mom, and then you took charge with that heavy guitar work in the background. Beautiful job, man.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Keep at it.
Great. Marty OBlak, everybody, put your hands together.
I feel went pretty great out there. Back was pretty positive. I thought it was, pretty great.
When you're up against your trouble, meet it squarely face to face. Lift your chin and set your shoulders, plant your feet and take a brace. If the worst is bound to happen, in spite of all that you can do, running away from it will haunt you. Just see it through. Like the clouds may be above you and your future may seem grim, but don't let your nerve desert you. Keep yourself in fighting trim. You may fall, but fall still fighting. Don't give up, whatever you do. Eyes front, head held high. Just see it through. See it through, darling. See it through. Do whatever you can do to see it through. Thank you.
Daisy Rose, everybody. Daisy Rose. That was great. So this isn't your first talent show, correct? You've been to one before?
No, it's not. Yes.
This isn't your first talent show today, is it?
No, it's not.
No, okay, all right. You came straight from another one to here.
Yeah,
so you're warmed up.
We did warm up, yeah. We
Yeah.
had 2 songs at Sobel's Got Talent.
There you go. So that's so that was your warm up, and
That
now
was
you're
our
here for the
warm-up
big
for here.
show.
You got it, absolutely. You know it.
Yeah, there you go. Well, let's
Definitely.
see if the warm up paid off. Let's see what the judges think. Kim, start with you.
Sure. Well, thank you. That was great.
Thank you.
Is this a family affair?
It kind of was thrown together last minute. Doug is actually one of my drivers for Eastside Mario's for DCA delivery.
Okay.
And this is my nephew Carter, who just learned to pick up a bass guitar with a 10-minute lesson from Doug last night to play for me today.
Well, I'm going to say Carter. Yeah, great job. That takes a lot of courage to get up and do that. So I think well done. You deserve a good round of applause for that. So here's what I'm thinking about when I'm listening to this sound. This is an original song?
It is, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I liked the song. I liked
Thank
the lyrics of the song. For me, I think the lyrics of the song didn't translate to the speed of the song.
Right,
So
yes.
for me, I felt it was a little bit rushed. Just a little bit rushed in your sound. The other thing I'd really think about as you're playing together and as Carter's really developing, learning how to play bass, is think about the gelling of the sound.
Right.
Are you playing as one complete unit?
Right.
Because right now it did sound a bit like 3 separate players.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I felt. So
Is
if
it-
anything, I think about that and a little bit tight in your range
Right.
up above. So just relax a little bit.
Okay.
Try not to think so much in your throat when you're singing.
Right.
Keep your shoulders relaxed a little bit more when
Relax a
you're
little
singing.
bit more. Understandable. Thank you very much.
Yes,
I really
thank you.
appreciate that.
Is there anything that Kim didn't cover that you got?
No, I totally agree with what Kim had to say. Say you felt rushed.
Yeah.
When you're working in the future, and I'm
Yes.
sure you will, make sure you work together. And as Kim indicated, you're the lead singer.
Right.
You set the tempo. You set the feel.
Okay.
You are telling me a story.
Right. Right. Okay.
So I have to feel that you're talking to me,
Understandably.
because I've probably had some of the same experiences.
Yeah. Okay.
So keep working.
Thank you.
Nowhere but up from here, right? It's nowhere but up from here. You got
got
plenty
it.
of notes to work with.
Good job.
All right. Daisy Rose, everybody, put your hands
Sure.
together.
Everybody, thank you. I feel it went really good, and I feel that the feedback was definitely very real and very straightforward. It was a really good feeling doing this. My overall experience is this felt like a totally different ball game for me. I'm so used to, karaoke competitions or open mic nights. So to be part of this, where there's actually taping and, like live show, it felt amazing.
Okay, guys, we made it through a whole day. You've seen everybody. You got, 2 stomachs full of delicious vegan food. Your brain should be firing on all cylinders. And now you got to put everything you got going into this decision. How are you feeling about it?
Well, we've heard some good entertainment. Saw some nice dancing. Caught a few good jokes. Got some great guitar playing and singing.
And now you got to compare it somehow, hey?
Somehow we got to all put it together.
Yeah. And you can only pick 2.
That's going to be really tough. I mean, we
Yeah.
took a lot of notes for sure, so we can go back on those, but everything we saw today was great.
Yeah.
It takes so much courage to get up there and
Yeah.
do that. It really
Amen.
does. And I love the
Absolutely.
fact that people are willing to put themselves out there. I think it's great. So it was a wonderful afternoon. I loved it. I want to thank all the performers. They did a
Great.
great job.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, great. Well, regardless of how much you want to thank them, you can still only pick 2. You still have to break some hearts today. You guys got to go back there, go make your decision, and we'll see you soon.
Okay,
all right.
Kyle. We're
Okay,
away.
sorry, I don't want to boss you around, but that's what you got to do. Everybody quiet. After much deliberation, the judges have come to a decision. We sent those decisions into Tailgate Talent Show headquarters. They've since been airlifted back, and in this case, I have the result of today's competition. The 2 finalists moving on to our grand finale are Marty OBlak and Ben Vecchies. Put your hands together, everybody. Put your hands together. All right. You did it, guys. You did it. How do you feel? Congratulations. Congratulations. I'll apologize now for the threatening eyes that I gave you. If you could sum it up in one word, what would that be?
Awesome. It was great.
We got an awesome, and you got to pick a new one now.
Oh, geez.
Yeah?
Exhilarating.
I agree with you guys. That's how we do it. It's awesome and exhilarating on the Tailgate Talent Show. That is how we do it. This is an awesome and exhilarating show. And Sudbury, we're bringing it to you. We need 2 more finalists to come down to Simcoe for our finale. Do you want $1,000? Do you want that professional production help? Come on down. That's it. We're out of here. We're out of here. Put your hands together. You guys did it. You nailed it. You killed it. Awesome and exhilarating.
Coming up on the next episode of the Tailgate Talent Show, we head all the way to Sudbury to check out even more talent and collect our final 2 finalists. I investigate the meaning of the word caboose.
How do you feel about that being co-opted as a word for the human butt?
And I contemplate a new career in the world of crime. That's all coming up next time on the Tailgate Talent Show.